Hey guys, welcome back. I'm me, DC Gunner, and today we have a Panerai. Which Panerai it is? Now, I don't know about these PAMs, I haven't figured it out yet, but you have to Google to find out what the model number is. And this is PAM 90, but it doesn't say so on the case back. You need to find out, I guess, when you buy it brand new. So that's the first issue I have with Panerai. The second issue is their reputation. This is the watch that is bought used. My buddy bought it, and we buy a lot of watches. We sell a lot of watches, but we are just watch enthusiasts, watch collectors, and when it comes to watches, we pretty much before buying a watch we do our research, but before buying a used Panerai you have to do extra research because you all heard the stories of the fake ones looking exactly same like the brand new ones and all the others. So we had to do our research, make some phone calls, ask some more experienced guys, and finally he bought it. He bought it this winter, and I've been delaying this review for quite some time. The watch is gorgeous. But before I got it, I thought it's not. I thought it's crap. Honestly. However, the watch is gorgeous. This is rather beat up on the aftermarket bracelet watch, and I'm not gonna go into it. It has a sapphire crystal 316L stainless steel case back, 44mm, and everything else. But the watch is it's big watch, and we have a fairly small wrist. I think my buddy has a 7-inch wrist, and you can say it's a very big for his wrist, but it works. It works beautifully. This watch is really something else, and I'm a big fan of Italian design. I like Italian cars, Italian design. Some of the most iconic designers in the world are Italians, and this is a Swiss-made watch, but to me, in my head, it's Italian. It's Luminor, Marina, Panerai, and all that stuff. So this is PAM 90. It is beautiful. I've handled a couple of Panerais before. Wasn't much impressed, but this one is really something else. It's beautiful. Works on the wrist, looks great. And we have fitted the aftermarket bracelet. It comes on an alligator strap with a rubber band, and comes with a special tool to replace the bands. And believe me, you do need that tool, or you need to struggle, because they do not have conventional spring bars. Overall, the watch on the wrist, this is my wrist, on my wrist, 7.25 inches. It fits perfectly. It blends in just right, and it is big, but it works. It works, and it's really eye-catching watch. And this is one of the first Panerais that caught my attention, along with some radio mirrors that I could see myself owning and enjoying and wearing. Oh, the price is different thing, and if you are wearing Panerai, it tells something about you that sets you apart, and it just doesn't. I see on the Joma shop, these were around since 2000s, early 2000s, I believe 2001, and these are automatic with power reserve watches. This PAM 90, and I found one on Joma shop. It's around 6 grand. And for that kind of money, you can look elsewhere. You can search for other watches, especially the resale value of these is really bad. And once you get them, you lost most of your money. You'll never see most of your money back. But it tells that about the wearer. Either the wearer got it used because he knows his watches, or either the wearer knows his watches and bought it brand new because he's afraid of the super fakes out there. But one thing is for sure, the wearer of Panerai specifically chose to get this watch, to have it, and there are two main reasons why. First reason is because he's a watch guy. He likes watches. He likes dive watches. He wants something different, something else. And the second reason is that most pedestrian people, most people who are not into watches, I find in this watch very nice and beautiful, and that's that Italian design. And most of the people who are not watch guys say, "Oh, I like that one." There's been numerous stories and numerous countless times that this watch is universally beautiful, and I have failed to see that until I saw it in person, wore it on my wrist, almost fell in love with it. Uh, I'm not sure about this band because it is aftermarket and the lugs have eaten the ripped into the leather, but you can see it works great for me, and it has a cyclops, but that cyclops on the crystal lead magnifier is under the crystal, so it's not over the crystal. It has a power reserve of 40 hours, and also it has a really nice loom if you are into that kind of things. And I'm not here to give you all the technical details. This is automatic watch with power reserve. It's I don't know what Panerai caliber it is, but I can tell you for sure this is ETA based caliber, which is not a bad thing. It has the decorations. I've opened this watch. I've taken a look at the photos. I think on my Instagram you can find a snap of this watch opened. It's a decorated moment. It's nicely decorated, but it's just like any other Breitling and Panerai. To me, they're pretty much the same inside, and overall, the watch really handsome. And I think you should not make prejudice against watches and form opinions just by watching this video or other videos on YouTube. Especially someone, I tried to do my research and I saw one or two videos on YouTube about this watch, and one guy bought it. It's his favorite watch brand in the world, and he bought it. Okay, fair enough, but that's not something that I'm interested in. However, the watch, this one definitely needs to be seen in the person, just like all other watches. And I advise you that before you purchase it, before you get it, try to go to the boutique, see it for yourself, see it in person, and then make judgments. Because I was guilty. I judged this watch because overall it's not much in terms of horology. This watch is not horological. It's not a Giga, it's not a Vacheron. It's either to me this is like competing with Breitlings and Omegas and that price range. And of course the prices bites into the Rolex territory, so you have to consider that. But overall, this is something that sets you apart, and every other asshole wears a Submariner, including me. And when you wear this one, it's a 300-meter water resistant watch, Italian. It has a cool story with Stallone, and I think you should look up into it also. So yeah, that's it. I'm EDC Gunner. This was a little unconventional review of Panerai 19, and it's my recommendation. It's a beautiful watch. Put it on your wrist, try it on, and if you like it, it's good. And it's a beautiful watch, and never doubt the Italian design.